So we're heading out the driveway here, and we're going to take a right and go right through town, Jacqueline. So we're going down the street, and I apologize for the atrociously dirty windows, but I haven't been able to clean them, so I'm sure you'll be okay. So we're just heading down the hill into downtown Greene. It's probably a quarter-mile walk down here to the railroad tracks. Now, I'll let you know, the railroad tracks are not used. There was some flooding way back in 2011 and 2006, and it took out some track, and they just have not, they've decided that they were just going to abandon this line. They may bring it back at some point, but, so I'm going to show you where that bistro is, okay? It's just take a quick left down here on Water Street. And here it is on my left. You can see that. So they just built that nice big deck on that. It's just a little diner. It's just a little diner with some pretty good food in it. I mean, it's just hot dogs, hamburgers. They make a really good chicken and biscuits, by the way. They got a lot of ice cream in here. But don't get pulled over for shooting video. It'll be worth it because it's for Jacqueline. Anyway, I'll just say, hey, do you know who I am? I'll say, we don't really care. Over here is a little spot called Ringers on the River, away from, across from Boudreaux's Bistro. And that just is a lot that they made some horseshoe pits in, and they have horseshoe tournaments here, or horseshoe leagues, which is kind of neat and weird and okay. So there you go. I'll bring the camera back inside the truck now. Might head to Boudreaux's for lunch. Some people call it Boudreaux's, but it's not really that way. Because not everybody is finished. Not everybody went to finishing school like I did. So yeah, it's a lie. So we're heading over the Shenango River here, and you can see some of the river over there and some of the river on that side, because that's what happens with rivers. So over here to my right is the Ball Flats Park. It's where they have the Green Labor Day picnic every year and some other things going on. We got the War Memorial in the middle of town. This right here is Genesee Street. This is the main drag. That's my office, Barb's office, actually right there, Exit Realty, one of them. So we'll head on down here. I'm going through the light. So we're just on this side of the town. I'll come back down the other side, by the way. You can just kind of see Chinese restaurant. There's a diner, Bonnie's Diner there, Bonnie's thing. There's our local pastor. Some nice old buildings here. That's Patoka's. That's the shops at Switchblade. It's an artisan boutique, which I owned and sold, a new 5 and 10. We'll swing back around here on Genesee Street. And that car stopped, I don't know why. The 5 and 10's got some really cheap stuff in there, I guess. So we come down on this side. This lady's wondering why I'm shooting video of everybody. So we got the Village Hall, Town Hall right here. This is a place called Him and Haw. It's a country store. It's chocked full of antiques and some cool stuff in there. Resale 41. Also Focus Salon. They do some great work at Focus Salon. Glass Hole, so if you like pop stuff, that's maybe where you get your stuff from. I'm not there. And this is a Sherwood Hotel. That's the hotel that I told you about that is not really like an everyday hotel. It's kind of one of those things that if you have a wedding party of 25 people and you all need a place to stay, they've got that, and that's what they open it up for. So now we're just going down north or South Shenango Street. So you can see just the typical kinds of architecture and old style buildings. That's Wrenches Village Auto right there, so they're really friendly and good at mechanics. Actually, you know what? I should just get my mirror out of the way, but I don't know if I can do that or not. But I'm just going to put this in the middle. So, yeah, there's another Methodist church that's there. Baptist church was on my left. I belong to the Berean Bible Church that's just south of here. We got a dog park, by the way, in Greene. It's just a little bit south of Greene, like about a mile out of town. Some people were very nice to be able to donate us the property. I'm the president of the Greene Dog Park. At the end of this street is the bowling alley. That's a 6-lane bowling alley that's always busy. And by the way, if you like chicken wings, I believe they have the best wings in town. I hope this isn't too boring for you. I just wanted to show you a few of the streets and what they kind of look like. There's really not like a hood, if you want to say, here or whatever. As you go down the road here on the left-hand side, there is On Common Grounds, which is a little coffee shop, and they have breakfast sandwiches and that nature, that kind of stuff. We have a Tractor Supply, an NBT Bank. There's a Dollar General just beyond the Tractor Supply right there. I'm going to spin around in the parking lot here so I don't have to back up. Over here, there's a new meat shop that's going in, so they'll have hand-cut steaks and that kind of thing. A little flea market here. I don't think the flea market's doing all that well. So, I was in there once. I wasn't really all that impressed. So, hello. The Great American Food Store just closed, but there's something else coming in here. No one's talking. So, I'll have to let you know on that one. If you needed to get to Binghamton, there's down Route 12. It's probably 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes to get there, and there's a multitude of different supermarkets and grocery stores and restaurants and that nature. We'll spin down Canal Street. This is called Canal Street because originally there was a thing called the Shenango Canal that went along this street, and the Shenango Canal went from Binghamton. This is Greene Central Schools, by the way. The Shenango Canal went from Binghamton to Utica on the Erie Canal, and it coincidentally never turned a profit. So how about that, huh? That's like the only trailer I've seen here. So you got more residential streets here, and up here on the left you're going to see part of Raymond Corporation. So Raymond is the #1 employer in Shenango County, which we are in, and you're going to see this over here is part of Raymond. Whereas the locals call it Raymond's, which drives me crazy. Not that I'm like a grammatical, person, but it's not Raymond's, it's Raymond Corp. So there's a lot of cars here. It's even bigger from the other side, and I think it's 3 or 4 stories tall. We have our local post office in front of you to the right. Very friendly people. Physical therapist up there on the right-hand side. You're going to see they also have a gym here and some other things. I think the veterans are in here as well. We're coming back towards the center of town again. I'll take you up and around, and then I guess we'll just finish it off. Over here on my left, we're seeing the Moore Memorial Library. There's a pizza shop that we passed by that I didn't mention. I don't know why. It's Magro's. The Trojan House is up here on my left, which is a great little spot. It's the Green Trojans, I was called the Trojan House. There's a little place here called Tony T's Pizzeria. In my opinion, I've got the best pizza and Italian food in town. Fire department right here. Super quick, and I'll tell you what, I've seen response times be so great from there. We had a house fire across the road for myself, 2 house fires. I live 3 miles out of town, and they were literally there in what seemed like 3 minutes. So we're on North Canal Street now. We're just cruising along and seeing some of the homes that are up through here. It's a quaint, quiet little town, which is kind of nice. People just sort of kind of do their own thing, and that's kind of what you can expect here in Greene, New York. Little laundromat's right over here. It's what you would expect in like a tree-lined, small-town America sort of home or sort of town. That's pretty much it. We're gonna People friendly here. They just kind of, you know, wave at you and what have you. Just saw a house that's under contract by somebody else. Rats. There's a little wand car wash. There is no laser car wash here, by the way. You need to go to Binghamton for that on Front Street. We'll spin around the corner here on North Shenango Street, and you get to see some of the homes over here now on the riverside. Usually during high water, really high water, some of these roads or these backyards will flood a little bit, but there's some really nice homes over here. This is one of my favorites here in Greene, by the way. I like this. The Marr home. Yeah. I think we'll finish off when I take you down to the Ball Flats, which is the Ball Flats Park. You can see that. You may or may not care about it, but it's going to be in the video. And that's a nice house right there, huh? Mm-hmm. It's a cool house. It's nice with all the flowering trees in bloom right now. It smells good. If you got allergies, it's not great. I've got allergies. That's another nice house. There are a lot of nice houses here. I mean, I'm not going to kid you. We've got the dentist to the right, also optometrist to the right, which I'm not showing you. The Congregational Church to the left here. A couple funeral homes on my right. As we go down through here, I'll put you back in the middle here so you can see. And we will. Hey, Chuck. That's Pastor Chuck right there. So we come down here, and this is the Ball Flats Park, where there's a ton of activity that comes on down here. This is on the other side of the river, down from you, where your house will be. So they have a little bit of a track. Well, they kind of made like a little walking track here. I think it's about 1/3 of a mile around here. I think it's bigger than a quarter mile. But they have activities down here for the kids and stuff, you know. They got different things here. Someone just messaged me and I don't want to talk to him because I'm talking to you, Jacqueline. Did we ever determine whether you're a Jacqueline or a Jackie? Probably, well, whatever you want to be, I guess. I don't know why I said that. So yeah, they have more fields down here. And during the Labor Day picnic they have, it's usually it's a 2-day event. They got some rides for the kids, and they have different things going on, tractor pulls and horse pulls, and kind of country-ish little picnic. That's why they call it the Labor Day picnic. Lots and lots and lots of food. And all the proceeds benefit the kids. So everybody that sets up a booth, it'll be like the girls' softball team, the boys' basketball team, the Rotary Club, the Lions Club. Everybody does some stuff down here to and raises money for what I told you before was the JRC, which is the youth league. And if you had a boat or if you had a kayak and you wanted to put it in, guess what? There is a boat launch here as well. So that's kind of the long and the short of it. So yeah, it's a pretty big field here. So Jacqueline, I'm going to let you go now. I'm going to put this all together, I promise now. A little shot of the Shenango River. Great fishing, by the way, down here. And I will put this together and send it to you. So give me a call if you if you need something else answered or asked, or